Question 14. Circle either true or false for each statement given below. So this question is talking about congruency. So for a shape to be congruent, or two shapes to be congruent, they have to be identical in size and shape. So I could have two squares and they would be exactly the same. So that means each side has to be exactly the same, and the angles. So an equilateral triangle is a triangle that has all angles and all sides exactly the same. So this is saying that all equilateral triangles are congruent, are the same. So I'm going to draw a different equilateral triangle now. And this, all sides are the same, meaning all angles are the same. So these two equilateral triangles, they're both equilateral triangles, but they're not absolutely identical, because this side is much bigger than this side is much bigger than that side, and this side is much bigger than that side, and so on. They're not the same size, so that there is false. All squares with equal areas are congruent. So a square has all sides the same and all their angles are 90 degrees. So for the area, let's say this would be 2 centimetres by 2 centimetres. To find the area, I'd have to times the two of them together. So 2 times 2, the area would be 4 centimetres squared. So if I had to draw another square with the area of 4 centimetres squared, I would need two sides of 2 centimetres, because those are the only things times by themselves that would make 4. So that would mean that these squares would be exactly the same. So that would be true. Circles with equal perimeters are congruent. So a perimeter is all around the outside of a shape. So that means that this perimeter, or the circumference, has to be exactly the same in another circle. So if this was exactly the same in another circle, then those circles will be exactly the same. They'd be identical in shape, 360 degrees, and in size. So equal perimeters in circles, they would be congruent, true. All regular octagons are congruent. So that's kind of the same as this question here. So a regular octagon is a shape that has 8 sides, and every side and angle would be the same if it's regular. That's what regular means. So that's saying that all regular octagons are congruent. Well, I could have a regular octagon this size and a regular octagon that size, but they wouldn't be congruent, just like these triangles, because they're different sizes. So that would be false. Now the examiner will look for you to have all 4 correct for the 2 marks, or you have to have three correct for 1 mark. Anything less is 0 marks.